Hi, I'm Eric Guilleminault, and I am with Mohamed Diawara,
Yeah,
who is a French prospect who has entered the 2025 NBA draft.
yeah,
Mohamed, for the draft audience that may not know you so well, can you
yeah,
tell me a little bit about your background and about your basketball journey so far?
yeah. Okay, I'm Mohamed Diawara. I'm 20 years old now, and I started playing basketball at 8 years old in Paris. That was like because of my sister. Now I'm playing professional since 3 years, and that's a new challenge for this upcoming year. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you said that you started basketball because of your sister.
yeah,
I read a little bit about your background, that your sister was very much, you were watching her in practice, and that's kind of how it got you started with the game. Is that
yeah,
correct?
yeah. Exactly. That's the same. I was at her practice when she was little, and at the end of the practice, I was like shooting the ball or during the practice. So that's how I started liking basketball.
Did
Exactly.
you play other sports like soccer growing up before basketball?
Yeah, for sure. In Paris, I feel like everybody plays soccer at first. So I play soccer for sure during a lot of years, after the school, during the school, but not really like in the club. I wasn't in a club or something like that.
Yeah. And you grew up in Paris, and you
Hmm.
played with you started at an early age, and you played at Saint-Charles de Charenton, Saint
Yeah.
Maurice, which is a
Hmm.
huge basketball club. And it turns
Yeah.
out you were teammates with two players that are currently in the NBA, Bako
Yes.
Dadier and Tidiane Saloon.
Hmm. Yeah.
Uh, how was that experience growing up? And to follow up, do you still keep in touch with those guys?
Yeah, for sure. I still keep in touch. Like I say, that's funny because you asked me. I was in phone actually with Picom yesterday. But yeah, now Chijan is more hard to have him. But he's still my guy. Both of them are still my guy. We're still talking to each other right now. And yeah, as you say, I was playing with him in Saint-Charles de Charenton. Yeah, that was a good year. We had a great team, and that was two of my good friends in that team. So yeah, that was good.
Did they give you any sort of advice as you go through this draft process?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. I ask a lot of questions about with Peckham about the draft process, the workouts, and they gave me a lot of advice for sure.
Nice, nice. Your first pro experience was in your hometown, Paris,
Hmm. Yeah,
pro and also U21 experience.
yeah,
How did it feel to put that Paris uniform on for the first time as a pro?
yeah. I mean, that was crazy. I'm from Paris, born and raised, so I mean, that was just crazy to play every weekend, every time in front of the family, in front of everybody, in front of every friend. So that was crazy, and that was the good parts of that. That was really helping me, and mentally and physically. That was great. I didn't have to always have an apartment because I have my family there, so everything was easier.
Yeah. Your neighborhood is the 13th arrondissement, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly.
Let's go a little bit about your French Federation experience.
Hmm.
You won a gold medal for the U20 team
Yeah.
in Eurobasket last year. Tell me a little bit on what you took away from that experience and how that experience was overall for you.
That was great. Since I'm 13 or 14 years old, I'm doing every summer the French national team. So it's now like a routine for me. And yeah, just like last year, I won my first gold medal with them. Not my second actually. And that was a crazy moment. U20 champion of Europe. That was crazy, and I'm never gonna forget it.
Nice.
Hmm.
You also then played at the Adidas Euro Camp in Treviso last year, and you measured
Yeah,
really well. I
yeah.
think 6'9" and like 9'3" ish wings, standing reach and stuff.
Hmm.
How was that experience, and what kind of feedback did you receive from scouts while you
Hmm.
were there?
That was great. That's experience. You have the opportunity to play against a lot of great players from Europe, from the States. That was crazy. And actually, as you say, now that was a cool moment. I had some really really good results for the test, and I had a lot of feedback with the scouts. That was great. They told me about what I need to improve for the next season, and I think that I did it really well. And no, that was great. That was great.
What sort of did you implement this season that
Hmm.
you could let us know a little bit, the audience, that you think
Yeah,
you got better from the feedback that you received?
yeah. From the feedback, the most feedback that I have that was about my 3-point shot, that I need to be more regular to have a better 3-point shot, and I think I will work on it this season, and I think it's way better. About my defense, I have to be a better defender. Like, what's going to be my job in the NBA if I can get there? And that was most of the advice that they gave me: defense, 3-point shot, and just physically be better, work on my body, and all.
Now, going on the defense, because you are, when we look at like your film and stuff, you are
Hmm.
that's one of your strengths, it seems like,
Yeah,
that is
for sure,
defense.
for
Uh,
sure.
when you're defending, you can either, you're at the top of the key, or like long, lengthy wing defender a lot of times.
Hmm.
When you're defending the pick and roll, what are you looking for? Do you
When
have
I'm
any
defending
particular
the,
things? Like, if you're on the ball, what are you looking for? If you're in the drop, what are you looking for? What are you looking at? How are you tagging people? Like, can you little describe that for the draft audience?
hmm no, I mean, when I'm guarding the ball screen, I feel like, I mean, it's depend of the defense that we're gonna do with the coach, with the team. But most of the time, I'm looking for the ball. I'm looking for. I know that I have long arms, so I know that I can deflect other passes. I can like really like disturb the guy who handle the ball. So it's gonna be my main job. And after, it's depending when we on drop. Like you say, I got a big wingspan. I know that I can touch every ball and disturb the main player. So I think that's what I'm doing, and I'm doing pretty well.
Yes, the stats agree with you.
Yeah,
This was your second year at Cholet
yeah.
Pro.
My first year, sorry.
First year, sorry, second
Yeah.
year at Pro.
Oh
What
yeah.
do you feel you've improved and developed most over the course of the season?
Hmm. I feel like I said, my 3-point shot, I think is way better right now, and I think my ball handling. I know that I mean, I'm a big guard. For me, I feel like I'm a big guard. I can handle the ball like a guard, and that's what I think. I'm way better right now. I think my 3-point shot, passes, defense, I'm way better. I think I'm way better. Yeah, I think it's pretty much.
Okay. How
Hmm.
would you describe your game?
Hmm. I just saw my game as a all-around player. I can do everything on the court. Defensively, I can go 1-5. I feel like offensively, I can play 1-5. I feel like I'm really a all-around player who can do everything on the court, handle the ball, shoot the ball, defend on every position. And
So when I watch some film, and I noticed and I've watched you over the course of your career, and it
hmm
seems like in the last 18 months, you're able to see you're a good passer, you're
yeah,
like a
so
point forward passer and stuff, but it seems
yeah,
like the ball moved quicker, like your decision
hmm
process was quicker. Am I
yeah.
right in that assessment, that things kind of slowed down for you in the last 18 months, or is that just like something that developed over time, that you got more comfortable at the pro level?
Mhm. No, I think for sure, like you say, I'm way better at it. I feel like he's like with the IQ. He come with the IQ. I think he's way better, and I think that's not even something that I work on. I think he's just come with the maturity to play with the pros and starting to understand the game.
Yeah, nice, nice.
Mhm.
What do you feel is your best skill set? If there's one thing, what do you think you're the
Mhm.
best at? And
It can be deep. It can
and
be.
the follow up with that, what is the one thing that you think contributes the most to winning a basketball game, that you do best?
I think it's defense for sure. For the second question, I think it's defense. I mean, you cannot win games if you're not defending. So I feel like he's making stop. Yeah, defense is for sure the one thing that you need to win a game. And the main thing I think is my best, like my best thing to do is I'm gonna say I think it's defensively. I think my best version of me is defensively. I think take the pressure the ball full court. I think that's my best thing to do.
And I've seen you both at the wing and in the post. Like, if a
Hmm.
smaller defender will guard you, you'll post them up and you'll
Yeah,
back them down.
yeah,
Um,
for sure.
what are you looking for when you're starting to back them down? Are you looking for the
Hmm.
help defender, or are
Hmm.
you what are you feeling out at that time?
I mean, most of the time, I'm taller than the guy who's gonna guard me, so I know that I mean, when you're good at the post, everything's gonna scout you, so they're gonna make some help. So I know most of the time I'm going for I want the basket first. I want the basket first, but I know there's the help gonna come. So I mean, like I say, I had a good IQ, so I know that the help gonna come. So when I turn around, I'm just trying to find the open player because I know that if there is two guys on me, there is for sure one guy who's gonna be available. So I'm just looking for that guy.
Yeah, you are a very willing passer,
Mm-hmm.
both on the
Yeah.
wing, swinging it around,
Mm-hmm.
and even on drives. And then, like I said, in the
Yeah.
post, you always seem like you're looking for that like angle and what.
Yeah. No. Yeah. For sure. Yeah. For
Uh,
sure.
you just finished your season with Cholet,
Yeah.
and you unfortunately lost to Bourg-en-Bresse, but it
Mm-hmm.
had a great game, 14
Yeah.
points, 7 rebounds as a finale. What did, in a vacuum or resume, summarize, what do you take from this season with Cholet?
That was a great season. We did a great job. We finished first. We was first the whole season, but at the end things complicated a little bit. So we finished like four. Four is pretty good. We just behind the EuroLeague teams. So I think we did a great job, and I mean I feel like that's really my first year as a total season as a pro. So that was great. That was great, and if we could be a champion, that was our dream. But unfortunately, as you say, things happen, and we lost against Bournemouth. But that was a really good season.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite move on the basketball court? Offensive move.
My favorite move, I feel like it's crossover or step back. I'm like this jab. I like the jab too. I like the pump fake jab. Then I take my shot and I'm gonna go to the post. I feel like that's my go-to move.
And would you rather have a dunk, a block, a steal, or an assist?
I'm gonna take that dunk. I'm gonna take that dunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the court, how would a teammate describe you?
I feel like everybody who I play know my skill set, know that I'm an all-around player. So I would say therefore describe me, they're gonna say like a point forward or just the word all-around player, something like this. Sure.
Defense is a hard thing to do. It's
Mm-hmm.
self-motivation and whatnot. What keeps you motivated?
Mm. I mean, defense. I just love defense. That's not the job that everybody want to do. But I feel like it can really bring you some money if you do it good. So you got to be a great defender. And I feel like what's motivating me is just that I want to play at the highest level. And I know for me to play at the highest level, I had to be a great defender. That's what motivates me.
Makes sense. Let's go a little bit off the court for a little bit.
So,
What are your biggest interests off the court?
off the court, I'm not really a guy who want to play like the whole journey onto the PS5 and all. I'm really a true guy who like to spend time with his family. And but I can play a little bit if I have the opportunity to play soccer or watch TV, watch movies. I think that's what I like to do off the court. But I really like to stay at home most of the time.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Or what have you watched recently that you liked?
Um, which movie that I saw or series? I like seeing series too.
Okay.
Movie, I gotta say Black Panther. Really a movie that I love.
Okay.
Or Avatar. Avatar?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Avatar.
Yeah.
But no, favorite series, I ain't got that.
Yeah.
I'm not favorite series.
Win an Olympic gold medal for France or win an NBA title if you could only do one in your career?
I take the Olympic medal. Yeah, with France.
There's no wrong answer, but
No, yeah, I'm
it's
good
definitely
with the
personal.
Olympic medal. Yeah.
Yeah. Top 2 most used apps on your phone right now. What do you think you use the most?
Instagram and TikTok for sure. I think so.
Okay.
Instagram, TikTok. Or maybe Twitter, maybe X. Now it's not Twitter,
So
it's
all
X.
3.
Maybe X, yeah.
Okay. For the audience who doesn't know you, this is a good chance to tell them who are you as a person. Mm-hmm. So let them know if you can.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a chill guy. I'm not a guy who talk a lot. I mean, If I know you, I'm gonna talk to you. If I don't know you, I'm gonna be more like personal. But I'm just a chill guy for real. I like to laugh. I'm a funny guy, and yeah, really chill. I think the best word to describe me is chill.
Chill.
Hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time.
No problem. Thanks to you.